Good guys, welcome to the video. As you can see from the title of this video, today we're going to talk about how to overcome your lust. So a little backstory about my own journey in this. I was a lustful young man when I was 16, 17, 18 years old, and the reason I was a very lustful young man is because I was still exposing myself to a lot of dirty websites on a day-to-day basis, right? So whenever I looked at a woman, I was first of all very shy. I remember I was a very shy, insecure kid. I always saw a woman as like, especially pretty girls, like, oh no, like, she's way too good for me. I remember always thinking that because I just brainwashed myself into thinking that way by watching all these dirty websites, and I would then, my mind would be so lustful. I could only see, lustful thoughts about someone, right? And that in and of itself is not a great way to live, because you are constantly living from a state of, I want something from you, I want something, I'm needy. So I can confidently say lust is not a part of my daily life anymore. It doesn't really pop up in my mind anymore, and that took quite a while to figure out and truly master. But I've realized that there are 2 steps I've used to overcome this. So let's get into the steps, guys. So the first step is going to be very practical, right? It's a very easy and practical steps, and that's blocking, first of all the dirty websites you can, so you are no longer accessing that if you still struggle with that. But second of all, you want to unfollow any type of Instagram booty models you're following. And if you still see it when you're scrolling through your Instagram, just click on the 3 dots on the post and say don't recommend, I don't want to see this anymore. And over time you will start to see that Instagram starts to show different content to you. So if you're on Instagram and you are seeing a lot of booty photos, right, it simply means that that's currently still what you're watching. So it's not Instagram just showing you all that, because on my Instagram you don't see any of that, right? So just make sure you unfollow everyone that is posting this type of content, and also when you still get it in your recommendations, say I don't want to see this. This in and of itself is a very crucial step, because this makes everything about like 50% easier, right? It makes things a lot easier when you're not constantly exposed to sexual content. So the second thing you want to understand about lust is that it's an extended feeling from the emotion desire. And if we look at the scale, the emotional scale of David Hawkins, you will clearly see that the emotion desire is a negative emotion. So what a negative emotion implies is that it takes energy from you, it drains you, and you need to get something from the world, right? This is what all the negative emotions have in common. You need to take something, and you're going to be a draining person to be around if you're chilling with people that are on a higher vibe, right? This is one of the reasons why, if you feel really good, you are on semen retention and you start to increase your natural emotional states. A lot of times, a lot of different people start to disappear from your life because they become very draining to be around, simply because you are now in a very high state and these people are in a lower state, and it doesn't match because you feel drained when you're around these people, so you naturally start to attract people that are on your level. So what's very crucial is that you are aware whenever you feel lust, and you need to understand that you are not the lustful emotion. See your lust as nothing more than a program that has been running your mind for years and years and years. It's just a habit. And every now and then, your mind just pops up a lustful thought. And if you give this lustful thought a lot of attention, guess what's going to happen? The lust will grow, the lust will grow. And you've probably done this for years and years and years, so that's why you constantly feel lustful. So what you need to do is you need to undo the program of lust. And the way you do this is that whenever a lustful thought pops up in your mind, you do nothing but accept it fully and see it for what it is, an old program that no longer serves you. Because whatever you resist is going to come back stronger. If you feel lustful and you're like, no, I don't want to feel this, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, you're only making things worse by adding more guilt and by just making the lustful emotion even stronger, because guess what? You're giving it attention. So whenever you feel lust, just feel it. Feel it through your body. What does it feel like to feel lustful? Accept it. Don't judge yourself for feeling lustful, because you are not the one choosing to be lustful. Because if you wouldn't want to be lustful and you're still feeling lustful, are you really the one choosing to be lustful? No, you're not. It's just a program of your mind, right? It's just an old program that no longer serves you, that doesn't need your attention. So that is one way to just drain the lust of all its energy, by not giving it any more attention. And the second thing you really need to understand is that whenever you feel lust, you need to become aware whenever you get triggered, whenever you have a lustful thought. And then as soon as you have the lustful thought, you want to redirect the energy into something else, right? You want to redirect it into your goals or anything you're building, or you want to go read a book, or you want to go take a cold shower. Do anything to redirect your attention and just focus all the energy on something else. Because especially if you're on semen retention or nofap, you need to understand that you're carrying a lot of energy in your body. And whatever you're going to give your attention to then will grow even quicker because there's so much more energy behind your attention. So when you are on semen retention and you're going to give your lustful thoughts all your attention, guess what's going to happen? Shit's going to get real wild real quick because your mind will be nothing but lustful thoughts and you're going to go absolutely crazy. Trust me, this happened to me again and again and again. And I was always wondering why I wasn't getting the semen retention benefits everyone was talking about. Guess what? Now I've mastered this and I feel better than ever. And I'm now getting a tremendous amount of semen retention benefits I did not have back in the day, even though I was on long streaks, right? So this is really something you want to master, especially if you want to also have great semen retention benefits. The last thing you really want to see for yourself is your future self. What does your best self look like? Truly think about it here and there. Like, you need to take some time for yourself and really imagine without any boundaries, what can my best possible self look like? I have a very clear vision and I have a very clear persona in my mind that I want to become because I know I can be it. And those thoughts and those lustful identities no longer belong there. So you also need to create, or this helped me a lot, a future version of yourself, the best possible version, and you need to live that every single day because that best version, I bet you, does not freaking lust over everything because that will create a needy man. And also please understand that undoing lust is gonna take a while. Don't feel guilty when you are lustful because once again, understand that you're not the one choosing to be lustful. You're just the one giving the attention to the emotion of lust. But when you start to undo your attention from this emotion and just truly accept it and be like, you know what, it's here, but I didn't choose this, I choose something else, I redirect my energy. What you will see is that over time, the lustful thoughts become less and less and less until they don't even appear in your mind anymore. It's so far away that you don't even grasp it anymore. You don't want to go there. And at some point, just completely different thoughts have taken over your mind. And those thoughts are going to be a lot more energizing and a lot more fulfilling and clear and mission-oriented than those lustful thoughts because they create nothing but brain fog. Guys, if this helped, I truly appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.